Today for Mousetrap Monday, I'm going to show you a really great small animal trap that I recreated from a book that was first published 100 years before I was born. The book's titled Camp Life in the Woods and Tricks of Trapping and Trap Making. In that book there are so many different trap designs. Last week I featured a trap in that book called the board flap trap. It worked really well on mice. And this week we're going to recreate a trap called the box spring snare trap. This trap can be scaled up to catch larger animals and scaled down to catch smaller animals. It's really easy to build. You start with making a wood box with one opening on the side. Then on the top you drill a few holes, one here, one here. You put a nail with a wide head on front. I also drilled some holes in back to hold our spring snare. You also need to make a trigger stick that looks like this. It has a notch on top, and then drilled through it is a piece of wood. That way it can pivot. And that goes inside, comes up through the hole in the back. Just like this. It goes forward and back. You can see the notch, and that little stick keeps it from going all the way up. You will also need a top lever stick. I tapered either end, and it's cut just to the right length where the front fits under the nail and back hooks into the trigger. That way when the animal comes in and pulls the bait on the trigger, it goes forward and this goes up. Now you'll drill a hole right here, and that will fit the noose. The last thing we need is some sticks to act as a spring. I'm going to do that outside since they're pretty big, and I'm going to do 2 sticks to add more power. Here's what the box snare trap looks like with the spring poles added. These are 2 saplings that are seasoned, and they provide quite a bit of force. When you pull them down, they pull that lever stick right back up. Now we can set it by pulling this down, putting the stick in the head of the nail, and then using the trigger stick inside through there with the notch. That way when the animal comes along and pulls this, comes up. Now we're going to tie the snare to this lever stick, and to do that I'm going to use wire. Wire works better than string because it holds itself open in a loop. A string is just floppy and it doesn't form a good loop. So I'm going to go ahead and get this hooked up and show you how it works. I set this trap on its end so you can see inside with the light. There's the wire snare. It's connected to the trigger system and the poles. The animal will come along, stick his head in that snare, pull on the bait on the trigger system, and you got him. This looks like it's going to work really well. Let's go set this up in the barn with motion cameras and see if we can get a large rodent pest with the box spring snare trap. Last night I set up the spring snare box trap in the barn and I caught a squirrel. He wanted to get the bait, went in there, pulled the trigger, released the lever, and got caught. This trap worked really well. Now I had to be selective in the footage that I show on YouTube. YouTube's rules are so strict and inconsistent. You can watch the full sequence of this trap in action on my website. There you can find a private link. I recently purchased a Vimeo account. That way I can post videos and not worry about the YouTube censorship issue. But overall, this is just one of many really effective trap designs that's published in the 1881 book. I'll put a link in the description below so you can view the trap designs for free online. Also, you can purchase that book through my Amazon affiliate link. I'm posting between 4 and 5 rodent trap videos a week, so if you want to see how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned. And check out my website to see this trap in action.